Check us out on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, man, anybody that you know that's into fantasy football, trying to learn about fantasy football, think they might want to try fantasy football, send them our way, man. We hope to keep you people entertained, laughing, and also educated at the same time as you go to try to win some fantasy football championships. So please like, subscribe, and tell the folks about us, man. We appreciate that in advance.
Wanna just like me. Fitted cap rockin' so low I can't see. 4X heavy hustle, black tall tee. So sick with it.
What up, what up, what is up, folks? Episode, what we on, 10? Episode 10.
Yeah, we on 10.
And all I'm trying to do is win right now. It is another edition of the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast, man. Look.
It's a guru, baby.
If you see me, you may be like, hey, dude, you got like a soccer jersey on, man. I'll explain that in a minute. But let me introduce myself. First of all, it is your boy, Demetrie. Cold chilling like a villain, and I'm in here kicking it with my man.
It's a guru, baby.
Your little big brother, Wap 100, the real fantasy guru. Yeah.
You know what? Like most of the people that meet us, including my kids, think that you're older than me just because you're bigger than me. Your son thought you was older than me. I said, no, man, I'm the big brother, man. But hey, on the serious tip, I'm feeling like somebody's son right now, man. Look, I got my Arsenal jersey on because right now that's about the only thing I got to be proud of from a football standpoint. It's the wrong type of football. Because right now I am getting my boots smoked right now, man. Like, I'm at the point where I'm about to say I quit, man. Getting drove in this fantasy football business, man. I mean, out of 7, I went 3 for 4. But
I told you he was in too many leagues, though. 7, that's a lot, man. That's over.
That's a lot. You think I'm overdoing
You're
it?
a fantasy football fanatic.
You think so? You think I need to go to? I got a problem. I got to go commit myself to the
7 leagues, that's a lot.
The FFA, Fantasy Football's Anonymous, right here.
Yeah.
Like my name is Demetrie. My name is Demetrie, and I got a problem.
4 at one time.
Yeah, I mean, like most of my drive is for me to communicate with some of my friends, man. So shout out to all the friends that I'm taking these sacrifices for, sacrificing my championships to kick it with y'all. You should say thank you. You should say thank you. But seriously, Boo, I don't know what to think about what's going on now, man. First of all, man, I never had this problem before. I typically get middle of the road quarterbacks to pretty much navigate my fantasy football team. And I feel like I did that this year. But coincidentally, Guru, I managed to pick 3 quarterbacks. And I can't figure out which one I need to play. So I got Jalen Hurts on some maybe stuff. Like people that should have took him, didn't take him. I got him. But at the same time, I ended up getting Jared Goff. And I also ended up getting Matthew Stafford because I was kind of worried about what Jared Goff would do with the new OC. Yeah, come to find out, all of them boys are balling out of control. The problem is, I have yet to play the right one in the right week. I can't figure it out. I get a dude that get 20, then I miss out on the 35 spot. You know, so I put that guy in, and then I get 15 from him, and the dude I had him before hit me with about a 25 or a 30. I've done this so many weeks in a row, Guru. I need to find a way to break up out of that, man. Maybe I need to trade somebody. You think that's what it is?
I feel like long as they ain't throwing, duds, a 20 from any, all I need is 20 from my quarterback. 20 or better.
Yeah, I ain't hating on that, but there's been some times where I start the guy that gives me the 11. And then the 2 dudes on the bench will have the 20. So I'm over here chasing the 20. And my boy Art told me this before, man. He said, if you got 3 quarterbacks, you ain't got 1 quarterback. And that's the thing you find yourself in. You put yourself into turmoil trying to figure out who you want to throw in that game, man. So that's been a big part of my problem, in addition to the rest of the boys out there acting like straight trash, man. Like, I want to win in the Backyard Ballers. I do so bad, man. And that team don't look that bad, Guru. But the way that this stuff has been going on, man, like I could have started Kayshon Boutte. And I know how you saw my boy Kayshon Boutte did when he came back to that New Orleans, man. 2 touchdowns.
The homeboys always give us the blues.
Pretty much.
Like they dreamed about playing in that dome all their life.
I agree.
And when they finally get in there on the opposing team, they just come light it up. He ain't had a game like that his whole career.
Yeah, he had right at 100 yards the first week of the season, and I think a touchdown. So he had a good showing then, and then it's been real mediocre. But yesterday I should say Sunday, he decided he was going to eat everybody up in that Superdome, man. And I'm going to start playing it as a hunch.
he decided he was gonna drink some Kool-Aid. He's out there bluesing Kool-Aid. Come on, Kool-Aid, fight back.
Hey, Kool-Aid was the poison last week, but I guess we ran out of that Jim Jones Kool-Aid, man. We had that other Kool-Aid. Yeah, so at this point, man, would you consider like playing any LSU dude that comes into New Orleans on the strength that they might have a good game? Because you think it started off with like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Like typically when those dudes come home, they usually ball out of control. Kayshon Boutte gave us a lot of the same. So if you're in a situation like that, and I mean, I guess it's not fair to ask that question when it comes to somebody like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. You're gonna start them anyway. But knowing then what you knew now, would you have started Kayshon Boutte if you had him on a roster?
No, I don't think nobody
maybe.
started Boutte. Then you know it always boiled down to
What's
what
that?
you got.
Yeah,
What you got.
I did start him in one league, but it was a situation to where I had a whole bunch of dudes on buys and hurt people. So I started him out of desperation, but I can't say that it was like a fantasy football genius move to do that, man. I did not do that. So I got to pick and choose who I'm going to rock with, man, because I'm sick and tired of leaving money on the table with bad bench management, man. Have you been running into the same type of problem on your end?
Yeah, like you said, man, you got all them quarterbacks. You can't never get it right.
Yep.
I've been sitting on what's your boy Dallas Goddard. I've been sitting on Goddard. I'm gonna play Goddard. I'm gonna play Goddard. I played in 1 week. He ain't do nothing. Put him back on the bench, 35 points.
Yeah, I got to agree.
Money,
Tight end.
you know. And when I'm going through my recap to see what's going on, I always go to see, okay, how much money did I leave on the table?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I didn't
that's
leave a lot of money on the table, I don't feel so bad. But when you scroll down there and you see somebody on your bench that got 35
yeah.
and you lost by 10, you be like,
Oh, that
man,
hurt.
look at this. Yeah,
And you know it.
it'd be the worst.
So Goddard is your guy. I got my quarterbacks. I feel like I got a similar situation with some of my running backs too. This was just kind of playing a hunch and just kind of having confidence in the guy. Quinshon Judkins, for example, picked him up. He had 2 solid weeks. So in my mind, this week was a for show week for Quinshon Judkins. And what he end up with, like 4 or 5 points? It was real mediocre. I did not expect that from a guy that I feel like should be getting the majority of the carries in Cleveland, as he seemed to establish himself as the man. And I didn't think that lack of Joe Flacco adding in Dylan Gabriel would have made that much of a difference. But surprise, surprise, it did not work out well. So I felt like they were going to run it a little bit more just to help out the young quarterback. But apparently that didn't happen. And it may have had more to do with the fact that they got behind, man. So I got to manage that a little bit different. I know you got to manage your situation a little bit better. But those are the woes of fantasy football now. Guru, I was going to ask you, in connection with leaving money on the table, like I felt that way about my boy Derrick Henry. I was trying to think of 3 things. I was thinking of like people I'm ready to give up on, people that I almost gave up on and they gave me some renewed faith, and people that I absolutely love. So we gonna tap into people that I almost gave up on, and Derrick Henry was one of those dudes. He did come through and get us 100 yards this time. Thank goodness. The Ravens are
I told you he'll
still.
get them hundreds. In
Yeah.
between them fumbles, he gonna get them hundreds. He gonna get them touchdowns.
Did he have a fumble this week?
I don't think he fumbled none this week. He probably learned
Okay,
a lesson
good.
about the fight. He probably got him some sticky gloves or something. He ain't gonna fumble no more.
Hey, but ironically, man, Zay Flowers 2 fumbles in that game. It almost seems like the Raven Stars got like a 2 fumble requirement. Like you fumble once, you got to fumble again. I didn't start Zay Flowers. Yeah, like I didn't start him. I know sometimes he will have the habit of disappearing. Realistically, with Cooper Rush out there, you just don't have a legit wide receiver weapon, man. Name somebody on your roster, Guru, that you almost gave up on, but something he did just brought you back.
Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's a good
He
one. That's a
finally
good
had
one.
a little breakout game, and now they talking about trading the man. Look at this.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
They talk about trading him. They say AK. You hate to hear it. AK
Hey,
say
so
he ain't going nowhere though.
I told you on his Instagram they've been doing like the free AK thing, but
Free
he is a
AK.
person. Yeah, like I don't know what to think about it, man. I'm on the verge of losing faith on him, so he's going on that losing faith list right now. And it's not because he's inadequate. It almost seems like I don't understand if Kellen Moore necessarily knows how to use him, or they just don't have the capacity within the offensive line to get what he
Playing
needs
from
in order to make him
behind. When you
happen.
playing from behind, you can't run. You got to try to catch up. So
But
the
I mean,
run game is dead.
I get that, but I mean, you can still sling him screen passes. You can drop some down to him, let him get in the space, let him do something, let him run some routes. That's how Drew Brees used to use him anyway. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to bring up Drew Brees like I miss you, Drew. I mean that ship has sailed. But you
Ain't
can't
nobody
tell me,
lined that boy up on the line in forever since Sean Payton was there. Ain't nobody really lined
yeah,
him up in the slot receiver. None of that. They ain't
yeah.
did that.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is, he's known for being this dynamic OC. I'm surprised he is just not finding unique ways to get that man the ball. I mean, you did have Saquon Barkley, and Barkley is a good run between, the tackles type of dude. Kamara can get you some of that, but not a whole bunch. But they would still use Saquon Barkley on like little flare out passes. Like, go take advantage of what Alvin Kamara does best. Throw him a few passes, and
But
hopefully, if we
they was checking down to him and all that. But when you be down so bad, man, them little you ain't gonna get it, cuz.
we had chances though, we absolutely had chances, man. So, tell me somebody, in your opinion, somebody that you almost lost faith in, and you had a little bit of renewed faith besides Chris Olave. Who else you got on that roster?
Uh, Jay Daniels after last
Jay,
night. Wasn't
yeah.
that
Oh
last night?
man,
Or Monday night.
yeah. Monday night, yeah. He coughed up the cookies at the end, so he had a good game and then fumbled at the end. So it took a little bit of money away from him, but overall, he
That's
still
my
played
ace
good.
too.
Yeah, dude. I've been having this dilemma with my man AJ Brown. AJ Brown has been the one for
AJ
me.
Brown.
Yeah, and
Sheesh.
it has little to do with what he's doing and just how the new offensive coordinators are managing getting him the ball. I did see that one play where Jalen Hurts threw that interception when they were in the red zone.
They was
Man,
forcing it to him.
no. They threw it to somebody else. I forgot the guy they threw it to, but AJ Brown ran a post in the middle of the field and was bucket naked. He
Oh,
was
he's out there
wide
strutting.
wide open, and Jalen Hurts didn't even look at him. And I'm thinking to myself, if you got a big fast target, all the great quarterbacks will find their big fast target, especially when they see a mismatch. Like they're going to that guy. So I'm wondering if Jalen Hurts feels like AJ Brown is his guy or not. That's what I'm confused about. Like,
He
how can he not
they
be your
they
guy?
that game right there, they was forcing it to him all day. I think that's why they lost because they were too busy trying to force him to peel all game. He got his catches, but
He did, but I mean, I
yeah,
needed that
they lost the
touchdown.
game though.
I
Yeah,
need that tutty, man. Like if he'd have got that touchdown, that'd have been 6 more points to edge me a little bit closer to victory because I lost to the Balutos de Sur, and that
I
hurt
got
my
one for
heart,
you
man.
though. Do you
What
think
you
it's
got?
time for the Ravens to hit the panic button?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like, absolutely, dude. It makes no sense for this team to be in the situation that it's in.
I believe they 1-4 like us, ain't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're on the bye this week, so they get a little bit of relief.
They need it.
Their situation is interesting because they've lost a couple of games on the strength of just bad, timely fumbles. Like they've
Yeah,
been in games. They had their elbow on the back of the Buffalo Bills. They were giving the Kansas City Chiefs everything that they wanted. And then you had the games where Cooper Rush was in there, and you're just kind of obsolete. And what's my boy name? Mbuke, the defensive
yeah.
tackle. Yeah, like he's out for the
Yeah.
season. Yeah, and so that is going to be a little bit of a struggle
Lamar
for that
out.
defense. Yeah,
Sheesh.
Lamar Jackson should be back after the bye week, and if
I,
he
I
can get things going again, they can become an offensive juggernaut. But I hope so, man.
I don't think he's gonna be as healthy as he was. I think they trying to force him back, trying to salvage their season.
Yeah, like typically the only thing that heals hamstrings is rest. But right now, I mean, no Lamar, like no production. Like they were barely getting Mark Andrews the ball anyway.
Yeah, Cooper
So
Rush.
now, yeah, like Cooper Rush ain't getting it to him. D Hop ain't getting the ball. Zay Flowers out there dropping the ball, and then they
That's their
playing in the
number
box
one
for Derrick
guy.
Henry. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they playing in the box for Derrick Henry right now. So it is hurting everybody to have Lamar Jackson out of there. Um, I'll preview this because we still got to talk about guys that we're done on and guys that we absolutely love. Right now, before we take a break, I want to ask you this question: are you done on Lamar Jackson right now?
Nah,
You
not
still gonna
quite.
keep with him?
Yeah, he gonna get his though, cause he running and throwing. You know when he come back, I don't know if he gonna be running the same, but he's still gonna use his leg. They probably not be calling so many design runs for him, but
Yeah,
they gonna he the offense.
I got him in one fantasy league, and it was the league that we did the auction in, and I paid. Here's the thing that hurts about this: I paid the most out of all quarterbacks in the league for him, and I'm definitely not getting my money's worth out of him. So right now, lesson learned as I go back in the auction drafts. This right here was a bad investment because realistically, I got Bo Nix and I got Pat Mahomes, and I'm in a situation where I'm more comfortable paying Pat Mahomes because right now Pat Mahomes is kind of acting like his old self. So just keep that in mind. But this is what we're gonna do, Guru. We're gonna take us a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little about people that we absolutely love, people that we're done with, and we're going to talk about what went down in that Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football League. It's going to be good for y'all. Not so good for me. Stay tuned.
Not good for me either.
This is the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast with your boy, Demetrie.
Your boy, Rob 100, the Fantasy Guru.
Be back in a minute. I had to take that deep breath before we did it. All right, folks, we are back. Man, and as I sigh in despair with what's going on with my fantasy leagues, man. Anyways, I ain't going to get into it, man. I'm going to talk myself into a hole, Guru. I'm going to talk myself into a hole. But we're going to talk about what went down in the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football League, man. Good matchup between You Better Check Yourself and the End Zone Enforcers went down this weekend. And End Zone Enforcers make the major upset, knocking off You Better Check Yourself 154.35 to 143.4, bringing himself to 3-3, knocking You Better Check Yourself down to 4-2. The Mighty Morbid Obese, the people with the best record in the league, going head to head with always more wins than you, and ekes one out in the lowest scoring game in the league this week, 116 to 108. The Mighty Morbid Obese on homecoming weekend, shout out to my dog Lenny Payton, goes 5-1, always more wins than you at 3-3. You know, both of them graduated class 95.
They was both down there.
Yeah.
They lined up together.
Yeah, it was actually down there. It's kind of like a homecoming game for them. That's funny. The Master Blaster going head to head with the Funk Soul Brother and just can't pull it out, dropping himself down to 2-4, losing 152.2 to 134.8. Man, look at this. Another, you know what? I said the other game was the lowest scoring game. This was the lowest scoring game. The Bucci Bag going toe to toe with my boy Rodney Brock and his routing team. Rodney Brock drops to 0-6, losing this game 93.4 to 83.9. Man, Bucci Bag is at 4-2, still at the top of the pile, and of course, me versus New York Queens Africation, man, sending me the straight up beat down, man. I cannot believe this, Guru. I am so frustrated. I only want to talk about how they just got on my head top, man. What's the show? 130.75 to 153.5. New York Queens Africation goes to 4-2, and the Hog Malls Express goes down to 1-5.
Feed Express.
The Pig Feed Express. Yeah, I'm that right now, man. Dude, I ain't even been able to use my little customized sound since the first week of the season, man. I can't even call the Hogs right now, man. Dude, but that team it's not that bad though. That's the thing. Like when you look at it, it sounds so good, man. Look at this. Like Jordan Love, Derrick Henry. I got Rashad White. For Bucky Irvin, I got them both. Yeah, like I got who else? Jared Goff. I got Dak Prescott. I got CeeDee Lamb. He's hurt. Rico Dowdle. I got Darren Waller. Like I got dudes.
You got some good money out there, Rico Dowdle, though.
Right? Yeah, and it still wasn't enough to take your boy over the top, man.
What did he do? Rico Dowdle. How many points he ended up with?
He probably had one of the best running back days of the weekend. Him and Bijan Robinson. He had 183 yards with a reception touchdown. And then that reception touchdown was like 30, 40 yards too. So he finished with like 38.9 points. Yeah. You know, so I thought I was home free. But she had DeAndre Swift, who scored 34.5 himself. Wan'Dale Robinson scored 20. And then she had, the Broncos defense, 26 points. They had a good day. Jalen Hurts gave her 23. And then she had, even though she had James Cook only gave her 8 points. So her other stud didn't really do much for her. But everybody else picked up the slack. Hell, she even had Baker Mayfield on the bench with 26. So she had firepower she could have went to if she really wanted to put it on me, man. Yeah, so I can't seem to buy a break with this team. And on paper, this team looks really good, sir. What's up?
Are we ready to admit that Baker Mayfield the truth for and sake of what?
Dude, look at his numbers. Like, if you look at his numbers and what he's doing fantasy football wise, I feel crazy for passing on Baker Mayfield. And if you look at the body of work, Dude, he's doing this minus his best running back, minus 2 of his veteran receivers. Like he out there getting it in, and yeah. So it's time to give Baker Mayfield the credit he deserves. So realistically, Guru, he is looking like one of the best mid-round quarterback picks that everybody was sleeping on. Heck, I think some people were picking. Well, there's a ton of people that got picked way before Baker Mayfield, especially in the quarterback realm. I want to say he was towards the middle to the back half of the decent quarterbacks. Yeah, that's how people were treating him. On that same subject matter, Guru, I got something for you. We were talking about people that we completely lost faith in. I got a few for you right now, man. Give this some thought, man. Have we lost faith in Breece Hall right now? Is Breece Hall the bench one right now?
Breece Hall say he won't out.
Did he say that
on Twitter? Basically, he getting little cryptic messages and all that. Like the little scoring chick that be taking shots at her boyfriend.
Yeah,
that's what he doing to the Jets right now. Yeah, when
he
they
got some
sleep
nerve,
on
man.
you gotta wake them up and all that. That's what he on right now. But
Stay
basically,
healthy, big dog.
He tired of New York. What it sound like to me.
Oh, you know what? And I hate it for Aaron Glenn because Aaron Glenn is a good coach. Aaron Glenn is a good coach. I think he's going to have to go through his lumps to get it right. One dude I am disappointed in right now is your boy Garrett Wilson. I thought he would play a lot better, especially with the way him and Justin Fields started off.
He ain't got no quarterback, though. People got faith in Justin Fields, man. I don't know why. It's good that he's a brother and he get his shots, but Buddy ain't got it, man.
You know what? Like, he was good in Chicago. And I was surprised. He was slinging it here and there. Him and your boy DJ Moore had some good games last year and the year before that. But, I mean, I think he is going to potentially be better. I think Garrett Wilson lets him down in some cases. Because if you remember, Garrett Wilson was having a hard time getting open for Aaron Rodgers last year. And Garrett Wilson didn't start doing much until Devontae Adams showed up in New York.
Somebody to take some coverage.
Yeah, to take a little coverage off of him.
Who else they got over there, though? They got Garrett Wilson and who else? Who the other receiver?
You know what?
Lazard and all them boys still over there.
Lazard is there, yeah. I want to say I think the production is so bad. I can't tell you if Lazard is hurt or actually playing right now. But you don't have any other receivers that's worth having right now. Not right now.
Who else? Oh, your boy though, Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor is in. He had a bad game this week, though. I played him on the hope that he was going to do some good stuff for me. He did not do anything good for me, man. Other dudes that I'm ready to walk off from for sure, though. Like, I've completely lost faith in Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy.
I ain't never had no faith in him. Anybody who quarterback situation is in shambles like this, and you can't pick up no receiver off of them.
I get that, but like Jamar Chase is still balling out of control, minus no Joe Burrow.
Jamar Chase, Jerry Jeudy is not a Jamar Chase.
Not the same thing. That's fair enough. He did have that record-setting day against the Denver Broncos last year, and so to me that showed me that he could be like a number one wide receiver and carry his team, or at least get a high volume of catches. He's got Quinshon Judkins running the ball. He has some pretty good tight end play in front of him. You would think that he could get a little money here and there, but right now it's just not panning out.
I feel like the Browns got the bad juju because what they doing to that boy, man. On them. We find the camera till they do right by Shador.
Like this, hit him with it.
Yeah, they gonna be janked.
You know what?
I mean, boy, man.
I like your argument, though. I do like your argument. I see the logic in that. That makes plenty of sense. Man. I think you might be right, man. All right, so tell me, let's pick it up a little bit. Like players that you absolutely love right now. Like you drafted these dudes based on them to do a certain thing, and they are doing that for you right now. Can you name one right now that is doing everything that you ever wanted him to do?
My boy. These last $2, Johnny Taylor, man.
Johnny Taylor is balling right now, man.
All purpose shit. What you talking about? Every week, 30, 25, 40. He ain't no team.
Everybody ain't doing that. And that's, you know what? You know who my guy is right now, man? Dude, I got to go with Josh Jacobs. Like, Josh Jacobs is giving me guaranteed money every time I play him. I think he had 1 week where he was kind of, but everything else has been like money in the bank, man. Money in the bank for me consistently. And I like this too because I pulled him in a lot of leagues. Like I wanted him, and I'm getting everything I want out of it. Let me knock on wood. Cause I don't want to jank my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure he stay good. But right now, Josh Jacobs has been my guy. Thank you, Josh Jacobs. I know we ain't winning a lot of games right now, but we in games because of you, and I thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. Now, I'm gonna hit you with one more, then we're gonna talk about what the balls and busters did, if we even want to talk about it, because that was horrible. Name somebody that you passed on, that you really wish you shouldn't have passed on. A dude that was right there for you to take, but you was like, no, you don't believe in him. Name
I'm gonna give
one.
you a better one. A dude that I actually took and dropped him after.
Stop playing,
Cam Scatterboo.
dude.
I dropped
You know
him
what?
and James picked him up. He been eating ever since.
Wow. You know, and I didn't have a lot of confidence in what he was going to be doing right now. But that dude has found a way to be relevant
Yeah, I dropped him.
in his
I
team.
picked him like in the last rounds with people picking kickers and all that. That's how late he was. Then I'm like, let me
Yeah.
go take him. It ain't costing nothing right now and all that. And then
Shoulda
I
kept
got
him,
down there and got to move him like, them rookies don't be. Yeah, Cam
Shoulda
Scatterboo,
kept
another
him.
one, 20 and 30 every week.
Should have kept him.
It's
Yeah, that
always
would have been a
one.
nice pick. That'd have been a nice pick. For me, I'm gonna say, and I feel like a fool for this right now, man. Jackson Smith in Jigba. Like, I did
Oh
not
yeah, that's
expect
another
that
one.
dude. Yeah, I didn't expect him to be balling like how he is, and he doing it on the quiet tip too. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
really talking about it. That dude is balling every week, right
yeah.
next to Puka Nacua. Like, between him and Puka Nacua, they are holding down the wide receiver spot right now.
Pretty much.
And he don't make a lot of noise doing it, but he killing you with like 20s and 30s, and getting
Got
touchdowns
that
here
one
and there.
Puka, man, but I don't know what's up with his health status though. What they saying about that? Is he hurt? Is he out? Is he back?
He
He ain't
he's
got
hurt right
nothing.
now.
Mm, but
Yeah,
ain't
so
no
he is
season
hurt.
ending stuff, is it?
No. I think they said he's going to be out this week for sure. So for that,
Uh,
I am downgrading anything related to the Rams offense. I mean, maybe Kyron Williams. I don't think Devontae Adams is going to be able to go out there and do his thing by himself. I think having Pook on the other side makes it a lot easier for Devontae Adams to go get some of them sneaky points, but I think it may be of a drop off. So you do get the plus that he'll probably get more targets, but he also gets more focus of the secondary. So I don't know if this is going to be a good week to play Matthew Stafford or Devontae Adams to my boy Pook come back in that thing, man.
Matt
Pause.
Stafford, man, he been going off on the cool too though.
He has, but as soon as Puka Nacua went out the game, his numbers dropped off. I
Did
started,
it?
I started Matthew Stafford this week. That one, like I said, that whole setup. Matthew Stafford has balled 2 weeks in a row. I sat Jalen Hurts. I sat Jared Goff. Both of them outscored Matthew Stafford this week. So excuse me as I'm really mad this time. Yeah,
They
super
won a lot.
upset
The
with it.
Rams winning though, ain't it?
Yeah, they're winning, but I just wasn't winning with what Matthew Stafford was doing for me. So I'm kind of
Yeah,
upset about that.
they
I needed
survived.
that Matthew Stafford money. Yeah, maybe I should trade him while I still got a chance. I should trade him. Anybody else you got on that list that you should have got that you look at him every day scoring out of his mind? Cam Scatterboo is a tough one. You got anybody else like some of the obvious first round guys? We all have a first round guy that we passed on that we should have
Man, I
took for
got some
sure.
first round guys that ain't performing.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I ain't. Scatterboo would be like my only regret just because I had him and
Uh huh.
lost faith before anything even got started.
Who is your first round guy that's not performing though?
Jay Daniels, he just came back off injury.
Yeah. Ter-
Saquon,
Terry McLaurin for
yeah,
me. Yeah. Terry McLaurin
scary
for me.
Terry. Where he
Yeah,
been?
yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
had high expectations, and I took him because from where he was when I was picking, he was the dude I was supposed to pick. I almost lost faith in your boy. I can't even think of my man's name. The wide receiver from the Chargers, the young dude.
Oh, not Hampton. That's the running back. And Johnson.
No, not Johnson. See, you gonna make
Oh, you
me.
talking
I'm getting
about Lad McConkey?
Lad McConkey, yeah, Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I pretty much lost faith in him. Put him on the bench, and then he commenced to having a big day this week. So I got to roll him back into the lineup. I just got to pick and choose and figure out how I'm gonna play these dudes and get it all sorted out because we got to find some way to conduct us some wins, Guru. But this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna take us a break, and when we get back to it, you know what time it is. It's time for the Ballers and Busters. Get your pens out. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we are back, man. And like always, once we hit that third segment, man, make sure that you let everybody know about the new format and new presentation of the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football League. We are officially video bound. Check us out on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, man, anybody that you know that's into fantasy football, trying to learn about fantasy football, think they might want to try fantasy football, send them our way, man. We hope to keep you people entertained, laughing, and also educated at the same time as you go to try to win some fantasy football championships. So please like, subscribe, and tell the folks about us, man. We appreciate that in advance. But Guru, you know what time it is, man. We are rolling ourselves into week 7. Bye weeks this week. We got 2 teams on bye. We got the Ravens. We got the Bills. The Ravens, the only thing you'll miss is Derrick Henry right now in hope that Lamar Jackson will eventually come back. With the Bills,
stink. They need it.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you really missing anything now? We didn't talk about the performance of Josh Allen. I know you did have an opinion on that. But are you really missing anybody this week? You're missing some names, but you may not really be missing that much production.
Nah, I don't have none of those. I just them 2 teams.
Yeah, just those 2 teams. So on tap this week, we got Thursday night. You got the Steelers versus the Bengals on the Thursday night game. We'll push ourselves over to Sunday. And Sunday, we got another game in London, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So be ready for that. You'll have the Rams and the Jags. You'll roll into the 12 o'clock times. Well, for us, we'll have the Bears and the Saints. Caleb Williams going against our New Orleans Saints in Chicago again. The same location where my man stole on CD Deuce during that game. I know you remember that. That was during the pandemic. We'll also have the Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs at noon. The Dolphins go head-to-head with the Browns in Cleveland. The Patriots travel to Nashville to play against the Tennessee Titans. I'll be in Nashville at the same time. I hope I can get home okay.
What you doing in Nashville, boy?
Oh, man, we're going to LSU Vanderbilt. I forgot to talk about that, man. LSU Vanderbilt this weekend. You know what? I'm kind of worried, though, man, because we coming in this thing as underdogs. So hopefully we can get that dub, and I can be in the airport with a smile on my face.
If Nuts Bus show up the right way, man, we'll be all right.
I sure hope so.
Last week.
He really did. Hopefully we can run that football, man. But back on the NFL tip, we'll have the Panthers visiting the 0-6 Jets. Hopefully the Jets can finally get that dub. We'll have the Eagles versus the Vikings, which should be an interesting game, as that is considered to be 2 of the powerhouses in the league. So that's 4-2 versus 3-2. We will have those Chargers, the 5-1 Colts versus the 4-2 Chargers, which should be an interesting game. That is the start of our 3 o'clock schedule. After that, you'll have the Green Bay Packers versus the Cardinals, the Commanders versus the Cowboys, which is a very popular game, which will probably get some national coverage. And the Sunday night game will be the Falcons versus the 49ers. You know they always going to put the Cowboys on. And Monday night, once again, I repeat, we got 2 Monday night games. We'll have Buccaneers Lions. Yeah, Buccaneers Lions, which should be interesting. 5-1, 4-2. And a not so interesting game between the Texans playing the Seattle Seahawks. You have 2-3 versus 4-2. So that should bring us into a pretty good week, Guru. So now that we got that all under our belt, you know what time it is. It's time for the Ballers and the Busters. Guru, as we jump into this thing, man, I'm looking back at the record that we presented last week. It wasn't that good, man. Baller-wise, we did pick Caleb Williams to do his thing at quarterback. That worked. Jordan Love, we picked to do well. Not so good, kind of middle of the road. Running back, I picked Alvin Kamara. You picked Rashad White. You went good. I went not so good on that one. I picked Michael Pittman Jr. to be a decent wide receiver, and that worked out well. You picked Romeo Dobbs, and Romeo was out there looking like a slob. Tight end wise, nah, he ain't do nothing, man. He sat out there with his head like this, not doing anything, not catching no balls. Tight end wise, Mason Taylor and David Njoku both had bad days. Defensively, I picked the Saints to do something against them Patriots. Thanks a lot, Keishawn Butte. Your Bronco pick over the Jets did work out, so that was a smart one. Buster-wise, I feel like a fool because I thought the Buck would stop on Jackson Dart versus the Eagles, and Jackson Dart went out there and cleaved up the Eagles. Jackson Dart is one of those other additions that's looking pretty good right now. The Guru picked Jaden Daniels to be a struggler, and he actually played pretty decent despite the fumbles at the end. I thought I was out on Derrick Henry to struggle against the Rams. He had a really good day, probably one of his best days since week 1. The Guru picked Breece Hall. Yeah, he took it offensively. Your pick on Breece Hall was a good one. My pick on DK Metcalf was a laugher, as he did score a big touchdown. You did pick Jackson Smith and Jigba to struggle, and he had another good day. We covered that. Kyle Pitts is going to do what Kyle Pitts does. Hunter Henry stunk it up as well. We 2 for 2 in Buster tight ends. And Buster defenses, we picked Cowboys to struggle against those Panthers. That worked out. And we picked those Commanders to struggle against those Bears. So that worked out for us, too. So we did have some shining moments. It's just some of the other ones that we said were going to be bad plays ended up turning out really good. So if you bench DK Metcalf, because I told you to. I didn't say bench him. I just said he might have a rough day.
Against them trash Browns.
Yeah, but the Browns secondary usually does pretty good, man. They
The
make it
defense
hard
is
for a
like
wide
the bright
receiver.
side, but
Right.
they gonna get tired of 3-and-out, 3-and-out, 3-and-out.
I didn't. Yeah, that is true. It's only a matter of time if you can't move that football, then other teams gonna be able to take cracks in them, man.
They
But
jank.
let's get into it, big dog. Let's see if we can recover this thing, man. Baller time, and for me, we going right into baller quarterback. And for me this week, man, my boy Bo Nix, I got faith in him now. Heck, I may even start him against those New York Giants. I think he's gonna go out there and do his thing. Sean Payton has proven that his style and plan works. Bo Nix is working out to be a better quarterback than I think we all believe to be. Guru, that's my take on it. Who is your baller quarterback?
I hate to say it, I hate to pick it, but I got to say Caleb Williams against that Saints defense with all them holes in it.
He looked good last week, man. I don't see why you wouldn't start him. If you got
He
him, I
finna
don't
go
see
out
why
there
you wouldn't
and
start him.
slice us up, boy.
Pretty much, man.
Hopefully he's able to fight back.
I hope so, man. I hope Kool-Aid put a little strychnine in his Kool-Aid this time so he can choke somebody out this time. Additional play that I think you might need to consider: Aaron Rodgers versus Cincinnati Bengals. Him and DK Metcalf are getting off to a good start. He might be a good play, especially for a Thursday night game.
Bengals fresh meat.
Baller running backs, man. And in this week, I'm taking your boy Javonte Williams against those Washington Commanders. Not that the Commanders are super struggling on defense. It's just Javonte Williams is playing good football right now. You might not know it, but that dude is like in the top 5 of running backs right now. So my pick, Javonte Williams, is a definite play until otherwise noted. Guru, who is your baller running back this week?
My baller running back, man. I'm gonna say the boy Cam Scatterboot.
Yeah, I mean, him versus the Broncos is going to be an interesting matchup, but he is finding a way to be like that
He a
Mike Allstott
nuisance.
type of dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he a nuisance.
yeah, and he's not conventional. I'll say that for sure because it doesn't look like he's going to do much, but before you know it, he got a couple of touchdowns and he getting money out of
Yeah.
that backfield, man. I like your pick, man. Let's take it over to the ball of wide receivers, and I'm gonna take your word this time, Guru. I'm calling out my man Chris Olave to nickel and dime himself into his first 100-yard game this year. I thought he had one last week.
He had 98 last week.
They
Didn't he?
stopped him at 98, man. But you got to get to that 100 to get that 5-point bonus. Chris Olave gets it this week. Guru, who is your baller wide receiver?
Baller wide receiver, man. The boys look like they getting their sauce back. They went out there and who they whooped up on them Lions. Had got your boy beat up and everything. Xavier
Man,
Worthy.
yeah. You know that was kind of crazy, right? Yeah, my man.
Got Juju
Just
got whooped out there, boy. He went
yeah, he
viral for
just.
getting punched in the nose.
But he kind of stole him though. He was kind of he was going to go shake the dude hand. Dude popped him right in his mouth, and
Yeah.
then the fight was on. That was wild, man.
He
People
pulled his
violent
helmet
now.
off and got 2 days. He probably gonna get fined for that.
Oh, he did. Yeah, they did. I think they suspended one game. Branches
Yeah, he
out.
got a
Yeah,
game. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Well, the
one game
coach
for
did
sure.
that. The league ain't do it. The coach did it.
Oh, okay. I did not read
Yeah,
that. I
yeah, the
assumed it was an
team did
NFL
that.
penalty.
Nah, the
All right.
NFL ain't did nothing yet.
Hey, additional ad. If you feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to ball, DK Metcalf versus the Bengals. Don't say I didn't tell you. Ball of tight ends. And for me, I'm starting to see a little bit of consistency in my boy Zach Ertz. He must be a play this week versus those Dallas Cowboys. Zach Ertz of the Commanders doing this thing. Guru, who is your ball of tight end?
Ball of tight end, you gonna hate me for it. Them boys look like they got a little momentum after they whooped up on old Josh Allen. Them. I'm going with Kyle Pitts.
What?
Kyle Pitts. Check him
Okay.
out. He gonna get a touchdown this week. Who they got?
The Falcons. Who do the Falcons got this week? I don't pay up that much. Oh, they got the 49ers. The 49ers. They got the 49ers this week.
The
Yeah, but they
49ers
limping though.
whole
Yeah,
team at the hospital.
yeah, including your
Fred
boy.
Warner
Yeah,
gone.
for the
Yeah.
season. Yeah, that was ugly. I
Kyle
did
Pitts
see
gonna
that
get a
break.
touchdown for sure.
You say it's eating time.
Yeah.
All right, baller defenses. And I'm staying in that same Denver, New York game. Pouncing on them Giants. I'm calling the Denver Broncos to have a good game against your boy. I was gonna say Cam Scatterboot for sure. But your boy Jackson Dart. Yeah,
Jackson
so
Dart.
they're gonna get on his back. Yeah, Jackson Dart struggling this week. Guru, who is your baller defense?
My baller defense, I got to say, the New England Patriots against the Tennessee Titans. They in shambles. I think
Yeah.
they ain't won a game yet, huh?
No,
Oh,
fired
they
their
beat
coach too. Yeah.
Ain't them
No,
five
they
people.
did. They
Yeah, they
did.
is strong.
They beat the Cardinals. They did beat the Cardinals on the little freak play. They did have one win, but they
Okay.
fired their coach too, which is wild.
They
That is
already
crazy.
firing people.
Yeah, I'm like, give a man a chance, man. God dog. Yeah. All right, folks. Those are our ballers, and now it's time for them busters. And with the buster situation right now, you should have a lot of options because you only have two teams out. So consider these sits, as you should have some flexibility. But if you got to start the guy, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm gonna throw one out right now, man. No Puka Nakua makes me super nervous for my buster quarterback, and that is your boy Matthew Stafford against those Jacksonville Jaguars, who are actually playing very, very well. Look for my boy Matthew Stafford to struggle this week, minus his number one target. I think Devontae Adams may have some action, but it may not be enough to give Matthew Stafford everything he wants. Guru, hit us up with your buster quarterback.
Bust the quarterback, man. Them boys was heating up a little bit. They got a little mojo going, but Sean Payton ain't gonna let no rookie whoop him. He gonna get that boy stressed. Jackson Dart bust against the Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Buster running backs. This week for me, I'm calling out your boy Jordan Mason versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles bounce back this week. They need a win, and they need one big, and I think it's going to be hard for Jordan Mason to run through that Eagles defensive line. Guru, who is your Buster running back this week?
Buster running back, Saquon Barkley. I think he gonna struggle, man. They got something going on over there with all that turmoil they into.
It's
It's
weird.
gonna be
Yeah, it is
There's
weird.
gonna be some janky stuff going on with that.
Let's see
He
if the
busted
coordinator can
last
get
week.
stuff
He
figured out.
didn't even have over. I don't think
He
he
didn't get
had
over
over
10.
12 points. Yeah, see,
I want to say he had like 8. It was kind
eight
of
or
wild. I
nine.
did not
Yeah, it was
expect that.
crazy.
Yeah, hopefully the OC can get things worked out. It blows my mind when you got all that talent out there and you can't figure out how to use it. But what do I know? I've never coached a team before.
Yeah,
Let's take it over to the wide receivers, man. My buster wide receiver this week, Guru. I'm getting a little bit apprehensive and worried about my boy Keenan Allen, man. He ain't getting open like how he was in the first 3 weeks. I think
the
I'm going to have to
OG.
sit him down for a minute. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit OG down, especially against those Colts, man. I'm sitting Keenan Allen on the bench this weekend. No sneaky, freaky touchdowns for him. Guru, who is your buster wide receiver?
Buster wide receiver. I'm gonna say fresh back. If he fresh back, he gonna struggle. CeeDee Lamb, man. George Pickens kind of took over, so they're gonna lean away from him anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
CeeDee
I'm gonna
Lamb,
start him
fresh back
anyway.
off the injury.
I need my money back. If he playing, I'm starting him. I'm sorry, I'm starting him. He owed me. In addition to that, Guru, I'm gonna call out your boy Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
against the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I think it's time. My man hit his head, caught a headache, concussion out of the game. I needed them points too, man. I expected a little bit more of my guy, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna get a little bit more of a backseat on my
they
bench. Let's
said.
take it over.
They said Kyler Murray slacking because that new Battlefield came out. He don't want to play football no
You
more.
know what? Hey, it's funny. Like anytime some type of Call of Duty game come out, they always be trying to throw my man under the bus, man. Like you can be an elite NFL player and enjoy video games too, and don't do my
Yeah,
dude like that.
they
I do
said the
find it
Battlefield
coincidental.
came out. Cut and
Yeah,
checked out.
he always get hurt when the new game come out. That is true. They wrong for that, man. Bust the tight ends. And I'm gonna keep doing what happens best. And I'm gonna say in this case, I disagree with you, Guru. I feel like my boy Kyle Pitts is still gonna be
They
out there
still
being a
hating on
bust.
Kyle.
Man, they can have two starting defensive players on the 49ers. Kyle Pitts, he gonna
Dang.
have a chance to get a touchdown, gonna trip and fall at the 5, man. I love you,
You got to
Kyle
better
Pitts, though, real
exploit
talk.
that. The whole defense beat up. You got to get you one, Kyle. Let's go.
Yeah, to be honest, I think this may be the first week where I'm a little bit concerned about picking him as a buster. You may be right this time. Guru, who is your buster tight end?
My Buster tight end, I'm going with that boy Sam Laportier, man, against them fire hot Bucks.
He
Oh
he
boy.
seemed like he's cooled off a little bit. He has.
Then the OG in the middle over there, he playing good ball. He picked off Mac Jones. And he was
Yeah.
out there causing fumbles. What the boy name? Ah,
Oh, I
number
was gonna say
54.
Van Ginkel, but that's not Van Ginkel. I
No, I
forgot
can't
the
think his
dude's
name.
name.
But whatever. Sam Laportier, man, gonna bust against that Bucks defense.
Yeah, Van Ginkel played for somebody else. I was on the wrong
Van
team.
Ginkel is for
Uh,
the Packers.
he played for no Van Ginkel played for the Lions.
The Lions?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, let me
Who
quit talking
knows?
before I make myself sound like a fool. All right, let's take it over to the Buster defenses. And in that same suit, man, I'm sitting the San Francisco 49ers defense. Probably should have been sitting them a long time ago, man. The Falcons have proved to have some firepower. They jumping on people. And I think Bijan is kind of getting into his bag. Drake London is doing his thing. And like the Guru was saying, Kyle Pitts may even give us some grief, man. So I'm sitting the 49ers. I'm actually probably dropping the 49ers right now so I can get some relief everywhere else, man. Guru,
Dang.
close us out, big dog. Who is your Buster defense?
My Buster defense, I'm gonna have to go with that Raider Nation, even though my boy Devin White was over there cutting up last week.
Dude, hey,
He's
he
still
had a
over
crazy
pursuing.
game. He had
Yeah.
a crazy game last week.
He a hitter though, but his coverage is suspect, man. You can't don't put him in coverage. Just blitz him and make him play the run, spot a quarterback or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over
You
there knocking
heard the
that ball
nerd?
out though.
That's funny. I had to go look it up to make sure. Van Ginkel actually plays for the Vikings right now, so we were all the
The
way wrong.
Vikings.
I
We
don't know. Yeah,
wrong.
I don't know
I
what I
know
was
exactly
talking
who you're
about.
talking about now. It's an edge rusher, Van Ginkel.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
he was on Hard Knocks. He was featured in Miami. They did a little short on him. I'm not sure why his name popped up in my head. My bad, folks. We messing up from time to time. But that is a wrap for us. Man, just like that, we at the end of another episode, man. Shout out to everybody out there that's been holding it down with us, man. Checking out our podcast for the number of years. This is year 7 for us. First year on video, man. So we'll really appreciate that additional support. Be sure to tell your family and your friends about what we got going on YouTube now, man. Be sure to jump out there, like, subscribe. And if you got any questions, comments, things you want us to talk about on the podcast, be sure to send me a message. Hit me up on my IG, send me a direct message, make a comment on the YouTube page. And we'll see what we can bring into the arena. Guru?
Yeah, I got some I got a little feedback back from the people, man. They said that
Okay.
they like the audio better because they can kind of sneak and listen to it without getting in trouble at work with the video being on. So I feel that, we still got the
Okay,
audio too. Yeah.
you know, I ain't even think about that. Like, look, so if you can't flex at work and watch the video, check out the audio, man. We on Spotify, we on Apple Podcasts, we on Libsyn.
Sure.
Anywhere you can find an audio podcast, we should be there. So if you got to be sneaky to check out our podcast, do what you got to do. Don't get fired trying to watch our videos. Watch that at home.
These picks
You know
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying?
pay you, baby.
That's all right. You can listen to these picks and you can look at these picks. But if you got to choose one or the other one, listen if you got to. But we understand. But look, if you can't watch, just get on there and like anyway. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Anyway, signing off for the Backyard Ballers Fantasy Football Podcast. It is your boy Demetrie.
And your boy, WAP 100, the fantasy guru.